FTO, FTO, FTO.
It's a race to the throne.
To the throne.
Don't fuck it up or you'll never be known.
Never be known.
Who's gonna be king? Who's gonna be stone?
Gonna be
But only
stone.
one can sit on the throne.
Sit on the throne.
F T L
FTO,
F T
FTO,
L.
FTO. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Throne League podcast. I am your host, Sean Bowles.
I'm Luke Skaggs. We're back, baby.
I did not look at the camera once, so I probably looked really weird, but we're going to go for it. So, week 3, it was an exciting one.
I would say exciting for fantasy purposes, but man, there were some low-scoring games out across all the NFL.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
injuries,
that's right.
some big injuries.
True.
Some big,
Very true.
And I don't even know, was there? I would have to think back NFL wise, but was there even any big upsets this week?
Yeah. Indianapolis Colts.
Oh,
They
that's
won.
true. They beat the Chiefs. You're right. You're right.
There was another one.
You're right.
where was
I
just
forgot
like,
about that one. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, the Bills and Chiefs lost. I mean, the Bills a
Yeah.
little bit more acceptable because it was against Miami.
Yeah,
But yes,
we knew that Miami was legit. Did we know?
I think we knew.
I don't know.
I think we kind of knew.
We are sipping on some good old beatboxes as well during today's episode. I already drank some, so if I have a little slur, you know why.
Hey, but we do this for free, baby. So, but yeah, I guess maybe let's just jump right on into it.
Yeah.
I guess game 1. Let's go. Since it was game of the week announced by me, you, and Justin last week.
Yep. Mhm.
Let's go Steve versus Cam.
Steven, the pits of hell. Sorry, the belt was Steven versus the pits of hell, Cameron.
Crazy game. Has the mighty has fallen. Steve, all of that shit talk.
200 points week 1.
All of that
Where are you at now, bud?
shit talk.
200 points week 1.
And now he's
Where
1
are
and
you?
2. Now he's 1 and 2. Cameron goes to 2 and 1. And what? Just like a crazy game. So I have a few notes for this game, right? So his RBs. They both started 4 RBs, 2 in the RB positions and 2 in the flex. Okay,
Crazy.
You don't see that very often,
Especially with how RBs have been performing
All
this
right.
year.
Do you have a guess? Because I'm sure you don't know this off the top of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have a guess how many points Steven's 4 RB scored him? While you look it up.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say a combined 35.
A little bit higher, but close. 42.1. But Cameron's RBs over doubled that.
Yeah.
With 86.1.
Because
the game was won 4 RBs versus 4 RBs. Cameron's doubled his. That's how the game was won there.
Cameron did one thing right in the draft, and that was drafting Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook back to back. And then
Even though Dalvin Cook has been a little bit disappointing, and now he's hurt.
it's true.
He's hurt now.
And also Saquon Barkley. He rolled the die.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? Saquon, you fucked me a couple years ago because Cameron had him, I think, when he got injured against the Bears. Was that last season or the season before? Either way. Cameron had him. I know that Cameron was like, I'm never drafting him again. I'm never drafting blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter.
Does not matter. He did.
He did it, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And Saquon is Saquon. He is the guy. He is the guy we knew he was when he was a rookie.
And, I mean, he's the number 1 RB.
Yeah.
He averages 22.9 points a week.
He doesn't stop. And when you watch him run the ball, you see him just explode.
Yeah.
He touches the ball comes in his hands. He's a dart. He's going.
Yeah.
And then of course James Robinson. What a steal! Steal of the draft. We talked about this weekend. The 11th round, and this guy is scoring 20 points a week.
Yep. Guess what he's positioned at?
Oh, he's 3.
He's 3.
Yeah.
The third RB averaging 20.1 points a game.
Who's 2?
And so then 2 is on the other side of the die. Steve. Steve has number 2 with Chubb.
Yeah.
Yep. So number 2 RB is Chubb, and he's rolling in with 22.3 points a game. But, I mean, just
insane.
Unbelievable stats. I mean, I think I would be 3-0 if I would have just chose Chubb over Cam Akers. It really sucks that I didn't, but hey, shit happens. You make mistakes, and you gotta find a way to overcome those mistakes throughout the season.
And Jalen Hurts for Cameron, 6th round draft pick, great, working out for him really well.
Jalen Hurts. I mean, playing at an MVP level, he's the number 3 QB right now.
Yeah, definitely.
37.6 points. And I mean, we just don't see any signs of that Eagles offense slowing down, especially Jalen Hurts part
Especially
of
with
offense.
that defense.
Yeah, right.
That defense is dangerous. The Lions.
Well, the cornerbacks are dangerous. Slay and
Right.
I forget who the other one is, but they're both pretty good. Cameron also has Kyle Pitts. Didn't show up week 1 or week 2. 3.9 points, 3.9 points, and then this week 13.7. So 10 points more. That makes him the number 15 tight end now. So I mean, it's kind of crazy with the tight ends. It's kind of crazy, right?
That's why I'm just like, I don't care about tight ends.
Unless your tight end is Kelsey or Andrews.
Kelsey, Andrews,
which we'll
Waller.
get to later. Yeah, I mean, those 3 are going to be your guys that perform.
And Goddard, honestly. Goddard is also been, isn't he?
I don't know where Dallas falls now. Let's double check on that.
I believe
he's 6 now. He's 6. So he averages 11.3.
He's very consistent,
honestly,
though.
Unless you have one of those top 3 guys, though, right? Unless you
we're forgetting about Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz has played really well this season too.
Yeah, well, he's getting targets too. He's getting a lot. So we'll see. We'll see how that happens because I think there's a lot of like red zone targets that go to Ertz, but I think that kind of gets split up once Hopkins comes back from suspension. So we'll kind of see how Ertz plays out. I do think Ertz is a really good.
I
tight
just
end,
never thought that this was going to happen with Jalen Hurts as quickly as it did. Where like last year they were a really run first offense, and then it just this year switched. They're throwing the ball like crazy right now.
And I think that a lot of it is Jalen Hurts is just kind of coming into his own as like a QB. And it's like, honestly, as a Bears fan, like that's what you want to see Justin Fields start to go towards, right? Like just, okay, maybe if Justin Fields has like a Jalen Hurts last year type of year, this year, then, maybe. But that's a lot. That's a lot to ask right now.
Possibly. It's just like when I watched him play in the Vikings game last week, he got sacked like 3 or 4 times. Did he care? No. He just got right back up and threw
he's
the ball
a big dude too.
Down the field and scored. It's insane how he's been just completely switched to a quarterback mirroring Lamar right now.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like this will be the last question on these quarterbacks, but if you had to choose, not even for fantasy purposes, but if you had to choose to start a team with either Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts, who are you going with?
I'm going Jalen Hurts because I think he has a lot more potential.
Yeah, and I mean, all he does is win. Anywhere he's ever started, he wins, man. He wins. He's a winner.
Right.
So, okay. 2 questions I got for you, though. When does Steve give up on Jerry Jeudy? He's the number 49th wide receiver and is only averaging 10 points a game right now.
When Mike Evans comes back.
Do you give up? Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like, do you think he tries to go trade him? Do you think that he has any trade value?
No, there's no trade value.
No trade value?
It's obvious that Sutton is the number 1.
I mean, it is obvious, but it's like Judy's got to start demanding the ball a little bit more, right?
So Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah,
I said Jared. Jerry Jeudy. He's got 16 targets.
He is playing more like a Jared right now. Let's be honest.
So he had 6 targets for 2 receptions, 17 yards. So that's not a whole lot. I mean, and he did have a couple deep drops. Or deep passes that were inaccurate or drops. I can't fully remember. I was just so pissed off in that game because it was 11-10 score.
Yeah, I mean, Sutton through 3 games has 28 targets. Jerry Jeudy only has 16.
Right.
So, I mean, 12 more targets through 3 weeks. So you're averaging about 4 more targets a week.
Right. And Jerry Jeudy's that guy downfield. Well, Sutton is also that guy downfield, but mostly the guy in the middle of the field, which the guy in the middle of the field gets more targets, as you can see with Kupp and Keenan Allen. And
I just want to say, though, I think that Steve definitely drafted Jerry Jeudy with the thoughts of him being a top 10, hopefully maybe even upside of top 5 wide receiver.
I had I've never believed in Jerry Jeudy. Never have.
That's kind of crazy.
I've always been a Sutton guy. Always. Sutton all the way. I had him last year. Had him the year before that. He's been so productive with the worst quarterbacks. And now he finally has a quarterback that actually can do something.
Yeah.
I mean, Russ hasn't really cooked at all, but still, I mean, Sutton is one of the better wide receivers in fantasy right now. He's been pretty consistent without scoring too many touchdowns. So,
okay. And then
as far as your question though, I don't think he's going to trade him. He might try to trade him, but I mean, he's got Mike Evans, he's got Alan Lazard on his bench. So
yeah,
I don't think it's
and
that big of a.
I want to say this. Sorry, I didn't mean to forget this, but I don't know if we've said this yet. Cameron whomps the fuck out of Steve.
Oh yeah,
191 to 101.
Yeah,
90 points.
Steve, your 200 point week 1, it don't matter, bro.
It don't matter no
Especially
more.
when you score 100 points in week 3.
Barely, man, dude. Barely even getting there. So my last question for this game for you is why does he still have Justin Fields taking up a bench spot, and why does he still have Isaiah Pacheco for the third running back of the Chiefs taking up a bench spot?
Honestly,
that's crazy to me. That's bad GMing.
It is.
That's terrible GMing.
Because it's been a thing for the past couple of years. The Chiefs running backs, not good. Fantasy running backs.
Well, we'll get to that. But we'll get to that. But
yeah, Justin Fields. You know what's crazy is side note, in another league, one of the buddies of my work, he said that he had someone start Justin Fields the past 2 weeks.
Insane. That person knows nothing about fantasy football.
I was like, dude, if that happened in our league, you would get ridiculed.
Justin Fields is only averaging 11.1 points a week.
Drop him.
And he's number 31 QB.
You got to get rid of him.
You have
There's
to.
no point.
Why
There's no point.
If
no one's starting Justin Fields.
And listen to me,
no one's
Steve.
picking up Justin Fields.
If you don't drop Justin Fields, you should get ridiculed. We should all ridicule him for being on his team.
There's no point.
Gosh, that's terrible. Terrible GMing. But yeah, I just wanted to get that one off my chest.
And fucking Cameron's bench, dude. Olave, Tyler Boyd, McKenzie,
Gordon,
Shepard. You can drop because he's no longer. So, unfortunately, he's got DeAndre Hopkins coming back, dude. Cameron's team.
He's got Godwin coming back at some point.
Yeah.
It's a good-looking team right now.
Cameron's team.
He needs a couple little trades to keep him more consistent week in and week out, but he's not looking bad.
Yeah, but let's move on to the next game because I'm done talking about Steve's shit-ass team. Cameron, good job for the win. Congratulations, my guy.
All right, let's hop on over to – what game do you want to go to next?
Let's go ahead and talk about Herbie Fully Loaded versus the HNIC.
Kyle versus Nate. You, me, and Justin all predicted a bloodbath going into this game.
Yeah.
And Kyle held his own a little bit, but I mean, it's still kick-ass. Just Nate destroyed him, 159 to 108. Like, when you barely score 100 points, it's kind of crazy how many teams barely scored 100 points this week. But
yeah, especially with 10, we got two flexes. And
crazy.
People are scoring lower than ever.
Crazy. So we'll start off with, though, does Herbert give Kyle a little bit of life if Monty stays out? So Herbert, with one big game, is now. What running back position do you think he is right now?
Herbert. So yeah, specify. Cause I'm thinking of. I was thinking
Khalil Herbert. I'm sorry.
I was thinking of Justin the whole time.
I'm sorry.
Like, what are you talking
about? That was stupid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I forget he has two Herberts.
No, it's confusing.
That's why he's fully loaded and not like half masked.
What's Herbert's rank?
Yeah. What do you think his RB position rank is?
Oh, like 15, 16?
He is now the number 8 running back.
Yeah, that's how bad running backs have been this year.
Averaging 16.1, but that's off of one big game.
That is how bad. He scored 30 points. That means he's averaging, in 3 games, he's averaging a little over.
Well, he's averaging 16.1.
Well,
you said over 3 games? After 3 games, he's averaging 16.1.
Okay. Well, how many points? Oh, he had some points. Okay. I'm just thinking, like, based off of the last 30 points he got this past week.
Week 1, he went 11.3 because he got a TD.
Oh, okay.
And then he went 5.1.
Gotcha.
But
still, though, he did what Montgomery has never done, and that's score 30 points in a week.
Fantasy-wise, yeah.
Fantasy-wise, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And so do you think that – I think Kyle's going to try to use him as a little bit of trade bait. I think that he's going to use – do you think Kyle should use him as trade bait, or do you think he should start him?
I would start him. I wouldn't trade him. I mean, the Bears' run offense has been crazy this year. They can't pass, so they're going to run the ball 20 times at least between Fields, Herbert, and whoever else they have in the backfield.
Ebner. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, or not pretty cool, but I don't know why I said that, but it is interesting
it's
that
interesting
he's
to see.
the number 8.
That just tells you
it's pretty cool that he's the number 8. Sucks that Monty got hurt.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into another RB of his though. Is Dylan TD dependent? So week 1 he got a touchdown, scored 20.1 points.
Mm-hmm.
Now week 2 and week 3 he went 7.7 and 5.8 with no touchdowns. Is he a touchdown dependent RB?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's flex worthy in the right matchups.
Right.
I mean, Chicago, it wasn't a bad matchup. I mean, he rushed the ball 18 times for 61 yards.
I mean, that's not great numbers.
It's not great numbers, but I'm saying he got 18 touches. And if you get 18 touches from your running back, then you're happy.
Yeah.
I mean, you want touches. The problem is he doesn't catch the ball. I mean, he got 5 receptions in Minnesota. I didn't watch that game, really, but he apparently got 5 receptions for 46 yards. So the big thing is receptions from running backs, I feel like, this year, and not a lot of running backs are getting receptions.
I agree. So, yeah, we'll move on to the next thing. Also, though, I do want to point out, even though Kyle got destroyed this week, I want to say he had a good pickup in Dortch. I think Dortch 9 catches.
He's scorched.
Yeah, he did 9 catches for 80 yards. Like, that's pretty solid.
He's scorched.
He's averaging 15.3. Like, yeah. I mean, that he might be a future start in multiple weeks.
And did I hear that Marquise didn't he get, or doesn't he have the most targets in the league?
Marquise?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think
don't know
he does. We'll get to that. But yeah, they're definitely throwing the ball a lot in that offense. So definitely a good pickup on Kyle's part for starting Dortch.
This is something that I heard though. Arizona is the only team in the league so far this year to not have 1 second with the lead. So even though they scored a touchdown and won a game, that was in overtime. Right. And so they didn't have a second with the lead. They just won, it was a walk-off
win.
It
was a walk-off win.
Right. So, they have not had 1 second with the lead yet this year.
Wow. Some crazy stuff. And that's why we love the NFL. There's so much diversity, so much stuff happening every single weekend. It's so unpredictable.
Who would have thought that with the Cardinals coming into the year? But and then who would have thought that? But then with the Bears being 2-1,
right. And then we switch over to Nate's team. I mean, you got Josh Allen. He's scoring 40 points on average, right? Close to it.
Yeah, I mean, Nate's team has been the MVP team of the year so far.
Cooper Kupp 16.4. That's low. That's low for him. Honestly.
Nate has the number 1 and 2 QB. He has the number 1 tight end in Andrews, and he has the number 2 wide receiver in Cooper Kupp.
All right.
His team is just fully front loaded. But now, if any of those big guys get hurt, though, that could spell a little bit of trouble.
It could, but
because he's very top heavy.
He is.
He's very top heavy.
Doesn't have too much on his bench. Kenny Galladay, drop him. Don't need him. Yeah, I mean, but then again, though, Devin Singletary, he had a game. He had a game. He showed.
I don't think
showed what he's made of.
I don't think
he showed what he's made of, and I believe in him.
Dude, okay, I don't. He's had 8 rushes, 6 rushes, and 9 rushes. I'm sorry, those aren't great numbers for a running back. Now.
But he's the clear number 1.
Now, he went 2 catches, and 9 catches. So he had 9 catches last week. I don't think he has another week where he has 9 catches.
Hey,
that's
they're playing Baltimore, so there's a chance, okay? Bet the overs, boys. Bet the fucking overs. They're playing Baltimore, goddammit.
Too bad Nate can't start Jackson and Allen.
Oh, fuck.
He would have 100 points right there.
I think the big questions with Nate's team is Terry McLaurin. I mean, he's played consistent, but I just don't see him playing and get 17 points.
I mean, he's not a top 25 wide receiver.
No. Curtis Samuel, I mean, he's getting tons of targets down there. Michael Thomas, he's had some good weeks so far, but I think he's one of those guys that's just touchdown dependent because this is why.
He doesn't have Curtis Samuel.
No, that's what I'm saying is Curtis Samuel's
got
stealing
you.
a lot of targets.
Got you.
So I think that Michael Thomas's scoring is touchdown dependent because look, he's 6 for 57, or 5 for 57, 6 for 65, and then 5 for 49. So he is. I mean, there's not a whole lot of yardage. They're not throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah,
he's not going downfield. He's catching a lot of passes for short yardage. I mean, yeah, you're getting 10 or so points every week, but like 10 points ain't winning you leagues. You need 18, 20 points, which he's touchdown dependent.
Yeah, he is. But I mean, he's averaging you 17, so I think that you gotta, as long as if he keeps getting looks in the red zone, that's gonna spell good things for him.
True.
Now that doesn't mean that means though he's not gonna break out into the 35, 40 point wide receiver game.
Right.
He's gonna be right around 22 to 18 points maxing out.
But Nate, I think this is the problem though with Nate's team is that he has to trade Lamar because he has no depth.
I agree. That's what I've been saying. Saying that.
Yeah, no, I know.
We both have.
We have. Because if one person goes down, then he has to switch and go. He has to start Hunter Renfrow. He has to start, Devin Singletary. It's not a bad start. But he started Tony Pollard, which Tony Pollard worked out, but he only got 11 points. He rushed for 100 yards and only got 11 points because he didn't get any catches. Catches are king in PPR.
That's crazy. Yeah,
and, of course, Devontae Williams is yet to get a touchdown. Crazy. Melvin Gordon, you suck. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on.
Yeah, that was my other.
Nate, congratulations. Kyle, you suck.
That was my other point that I wanted to make. So thank you for bringing that up real quick. But he does need to see some TD production from Javonte Williams.
He does. I do too because I have him in other leagues.
All right, let's move on. Let's go into Alex versus. Oh, I actually didn't know this. Alex versus you. Let's go into Alex versus you.
All right. He changed his name to Field Sucks.
I know. That's why I got thrown off there for a second.
I know. I kind of wish he would have said. I wish he would have just kept on going with Sean cheated and so on and so on.
And now he plays me this week, so Luke cheated, and yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but he did it, so shame.
Couple of things. Waddle keeps just doing the Waddle, baby. Number 3 wide receiver, averaging 25 points a game.
It's true.
I mean, he's just killing it, dude. He's an animal. He's an animal. And then also, I think that this could have turned out bad, but hey, actually netted him positive 3 points was the Derek Carr over Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It was a ballsy move. It's a move
he didn't need to make, but he made it.
It was a move that paid off for 3 points. But hey, anything that pays off for positive points
is a
good move.
I was very upset when he played Derek Carr because Derek Carr was playing really well.
I'll touch base on this just real quick too, though.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Najee Harris, still only number 20 RB. Does he pick it up, do you think? Does he pick up the pace?
I mean...
10 rushes, 15 rushes, 15 rushes.
He's getting production, but I think it's just the offense. He's not getting those opportunities that he did last year.
I agree.
Because he doesn't have somebody that can throw the ball consistently downfield accurately.
Right. I think...
Mitch Trubisky is not bad. He's not bad. He's just average. He's
average. Maybe a little below
he's
average.
He'll give you a good ball every now and then, but then he'll also give you a couple bad balls there too.
And he misses wide. Did you see some of that?
Oh yeah, we were watching the game together. There was some really bad throws, wide open.
Oh man. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base on that, but hey, maybe his value goes up when Kenny Pickett comes in.
Maybe Alex will trade Najee, huh? I don't know. CeeDee Lamb still killing it with Cooper.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, I'm like Cooper.
Yeah,
Cooper.
I don't know about still killing it. He didn't really kill it with Dak week 1, so he's actually looked better with Cooper Rush.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still killing it with Cooper.
I mean, 4.9 points with Dak.
Yeah,
15.1.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. 15.1 week 2, 22.7 week 3 with Cooper.
Michael Pittman, the only person that.
Yeah, Cooper started last week, right? 2 weeks. Yeah.
Cooper's 3-0 as a starter. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Michael Pittman, still Matty Ice's favorite target, so he's gonna have a good year. Fairmouth.
Fairmouth. Yeah, I mean,
6 points for your tight end. You can't really get mad at that. I mean, that's like average.
It
model.
literally is.
Devonta Smith. That was a play that I was very, very surprised at. And the only reason why I say that is we talked about this is it worked out, obviously, but because Russell Gage was the only person on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that's why I'm like, I don't know, but it worked out.
I probably would have gone Russell Gage just because that was the only option.
I mean, yeah, still would have kicked my ass. But,
but dang, dude. I mean, 0 points, 15 points, 31.9. Like, that's crazy. 4 targets, 7 targets, 12 targets.
Exactly. That's why I'm very surprised you didn't play Russell Gage.
No. I'm sorry. That was Devontae.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm surprised because Devontae didn't have a whole lot.
He didn't have a blowout. He had one bad, like, terrible, worst you can get, 0 points. Mm-hmm. And then he had 15, which is like
7 for 80 yards.
Just below average. Yeah. I would say. I think you need a wide receiver that's getting you 22 points on average.
I'm just saying we're agreeing that with Russell Gage being the only target down there for Tom Brady, I would have probably played him over, but it worked out. So
100%.
Alex, you know more about football than we do apparently. So yeah, Alex, congratulations. You beat me by 40 points. You're 2-1 after getting shit in the bed week 1. You're 2-1 now.
Yeah.
Shit the bed week 1. You're 2-1 now.
All right, let's hop on over to your team.
Okay,
yeah,
let's talk about it.
Let's.
What do you got to say about my team?
Let's slow it down here a second.
Stop hitting the mic.
I'm sorry. That was my first time.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, but I gotta slow it down here, buddy. I gotta look you in your ass.
Okay. What do you got?
When are you gonna start the 2 running backs that are top 5? You keep bitching them.
They are the most efficient fucking running backs in the fucking league.
You have 2 top 5 RBs. You know who else can say that in this league? Nobody.
I know.
Do you start them? No. That's dumb GM.
But you know what's funny?
That's dumb
I still would have fucking lost, so it doesn't even matter. If I would have started both of them, I still would have lost.
Because if it comes down to points, you know, if you're trying to fight for the last couple position places,
I would not have gotten that much more points.
Oh, I mean, dude,
I would not have start them over AJ or Mike Williams. I would have started Mike Williams after last week without Keenan Allen. I would have started him. If anyone would have said no, don't start Mike Williams, you're dumb. Fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Everyone in the fucking mind would have started Mike Williams.
I maybe understand the CEH. Like, I do. And maybe I understand that just because, like, I mean, he's only had 7 rushes, 8 rushes, 7 rushes. He's getting a lot of shit tons of receiving, though.
He is. So I might start him.
So you might. The one, though, that I didn't understand, Cordelli, bro. But that's not even the other one. You also have fucking,
Who do I have? No.
I thought Cordelli was top 5.
He's 6.
He is 6.
He's 6.
That's my bad. He was okay. So I looked at that last night. He was probably 5 before the game last night. So that's on me because I think Barkley probably overtook that.
Probably, yeah.
So that's probably why.
Yeah.
So he was showing 5 last night before the game started, and so that's why. Sorry about that. Either way, though, you have 2 RBs that are 4 and 6, and you're not starting.
I would have started Cordelli over Dameon Pierce. I would not have started him over Antonio Gibson with Antonio Gibson playing pretty consistently. So I still would have lost. I mean, if I would have played Cordelli over Antonio Gibson, I still would have lost. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It does a little bit, though.
I would have had to start Cordelli, CEH, and Zay Jones over Justin Jefferson and Mike Williams and Antonio Gibson. That's what I had to do to win. And no one in their right mind would have done that. So it is what it is. We're moving on. I'm still happy about my team. I'm 2-1. I'm not 0-3, Mike. So we're good to go.
All right. Fair enough.
Kirk Cousins, you scared me for a bit.
And you still got Diggs, the number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
30.1 points a game.
Yeah, and A.J. Brown, who has a shit ton of targets.
Cool.
Steve, you're not getting him. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Still bad GMing and coaching.
Are you kidding? Shut the fuck up.
All right, let's hop into the next game. Do you want to go me versus Mike, or do you want to go Justin versus Shane?
Nope. You versus Mike, because we're gonna go Justin versus Shane last because it's a
all right. Yeah, I understand.
Awful,
I understand. All right, so we'll go me versus Mike.
Okay.
So since it's me versus Mike, and it was an 0-2 versus an 0-2 matchup.
0-2, losers.
I'm gonna take a Snapchat right now while I'm live, just to send to you, Mike. Fuck off, baby.
Wow.
You 0-3 now.
Wow.
I made you 0-3 now, dude. This is live on the pod.
Do we see how how hard and harsh we are? We're diehard fantasy. This is the craziest league that I've been in. I've only been in 2, let's be honest. But after hearing and talking to other people about their leagues, we are way more in depth. Every single I just want to throw this out there. When you go online and you look, waiver wires, who is everyone picking up this week? It's people that's already on people our benches. All the top waivers are on people's benches. I mean, Dobbs, yeah, he's on the waivers, but that's because I dropped him for Zay Jones. I mean, Zay Jones went off, so it's Zay Jones is a top waiver wire pickup this week. And then Madison was dropped because Kyle had to pick up someone else to fill a lineup. So our league is insane with how many waiver wires. There's no our waiver wires are dead.
Yeah, I mean we have people who know a lot of shit.
It's constant.
That's for sure.
It's constant. We're always looking. We're always looking at stats. We're just going. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, let's get to Mike's game. You beat his ass.
I did.
You did.
I did pretty well.
16 points is not beating his ass, but you beat him by 16 points. So.
But it was never out of I always had. From Monday night. I was beating him 136 to 100 or some shit like that. So I knew I had the game in the bag going into Monday night.
Right.
Which I didn't against you. I should be 2-1. I should be 2-1.
Yeah. But you ain't because it was uncharacteristic to have Kirk Cousins throw 3 picks. I'm not saying it's uncharacteristic for him to play bad on primetime, but it's uncharacteristic for him to have 3 picks. Because he threw 7 total last year.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy.
That's minus 9 points.
But also, you know who isn't performing? Eckler, dude. Eckler had just 4 rushes for 5 yards.
They were down the whole game. It was game script. It's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah, but do you think it's time to trade Eckler?
And another thing, though, you got to think, what is with these offenses not throwing to the running backs?
Yeah.
Throw to the running back. I don't know what happened. Eckler was a catch machine. A catching machine. And then before the season started, you know what it was? Before the season started, he's like, I'm going to catch balls. I'm going to run balls. I'm going to score touchdowns. I'm going to do everything. Draft me on your fantasy teams. And what have you done, Eckler? You haven't scored yet. You're ruining fantasy leagues. Well, teams, not leagues. But you're ruining Mike's league team.
And I'll say this, too.
I'm getting litty.
Brady, bad fantasy starts.
Decent start this week, though.
I mean, decent start this week, but he's still the number 25 QB.
Yeah, drop him.
When does he make the change? When does he make the change?
When he gets wide receivers. when Gronk is like, hey, buddy, I'm coming back, baby. Let's go.
No, I guarantee Brady from Hurricane Ian is calling up Gronk right now. Gronk, meet me in Miami. We're practicing right now, and then we're going into the Midwest to play this game against the Chiefs somewhere. That's what he's saying.
Are they in Kansas City? Yes, they are.
No. It's in Tampa, but they might not have the game in Tampa, and so if it gets scheduled somewhere else, it's going to be the Midwest. They already came out and said that.
Oh, it is?
So
okay.
It'll be somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah,
they're actually thinking Minnesota for the game.
Tampa Bay is on a. There's a bad storm coming to ravage Tampa Bay. I've seen those projections. It's not looking good, Tampa.
Well,
hunker down.
Hunker down. Be safe, Tampa.
Yes.
Tampa. Be safe. But yes. Then for me though, Monty gets hurt, but so does Swift. So Monty gets hurt and I lose an RB, but then Swift goes down and I gain the RB that was his backup because he was on my bench.
Exactly.
He's also the number 11 RB and he's averaging 15.9 points a game.
Exactly.
Must start now.
Yeah.
Must start now.
Absolutely. You got to start. Yeah, you got to start Jamal.
Got to start him.
Jamal, he's got heart.
He's got heart.
He's got heart.
He's a weird dude, but he's got freaking heart.
Why is he weird?
He just does like all those like weird like videos and like those anime things. And anime's not weird. Anime is cool. I like anime, but I'm just saying it's okay to be weird. I'm weird.
He had to go dance in the end zone, didn't he? Or was that weird? Was that a weird dance?
I didn't see the dance.
He was like kind of like moving his hips, kind of humping.
Oh yeah, he got the flag for it.
Yeah,
yeah. He did the Key and Peele thing.
Yeah,
he did the Key and Peele thing. Yeah, actually, I love that. Now I gotta start him now. Start him now. Too many humps. Also, my rookie WRs, man, still performing. Number 14 and 15 still. I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that needs a wide receiver, I need a tight end.
Oh, we got a trade offer coming.
I do. Davis is up for grabs, and for the right amount of offer, I would give up one of my rookie wide receivers for one, but it's got to be worth it. So make it worth it.
Marquise Brown, 34 targets.
Hollywood.
34 targets.
Brown.
That's crazy. AJ Brown with 31, but Marquise with 34 targets.
That's a good when you're 10,
that's a crazy stat.
When you're 10 plus targets a week, like when you're averaging that, I fucking take that every time. Dude.
And with T. Higgins being injured, that just helps you, Jamar Chase.
It does.
And I've been saying we didn't talk about this with Cam, but T. Higgins, better wide receiver. I don't care what you say. Jamar Chase is not as good as T. Higgins. T. Higgins is better. Did you see that toe tap?
Jamar Chase can do that too.
Nah.
He can do everything.
Way. He can't. T. Higgins mossed.
That's wrong. That's a wrong statement.
T. Higgins, he mossed him.
That's a wrong statement.
Crazy. No,
it's a great catch.
I've been saying it. I said it since last year. T. Higgins is better than Jamar Chase. I'm saying it. I'm standing by it. Jamar Chase, I think, also has less targets than T. Higgins and also less yards over the same span. So
you're wrong, though. You're wrong.
All
right. After that, sorry I had to do you like that, Mike.
Are you gonna start? Are you gonna? You're gonna try to trade Garrett Wilson. That's what you're gonna do. Don't let Luke finagle you because he's gonna try to trade Garrett Wilson because he knows that Zach Wilson is gonna come back.
Hey.
And Zach Wilson ain't gonna throw it to Garrett Wilson.
That's not true. It's not Wilson to Wilson.
It ain't gonna be no Wilson Wilson.
It's not will to will, baby.
Nope.
It's not will to will. Nope. It happened in the preseason, and it's gonna happen when he comes back.
Don't let Luke finagle you on that one. Flacco loves that Wilson boy.
Cause he's good.
But Flacco ain't gonna be starting when Zach Wilson comes back. So watch out.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. Let's move on in.
Drop Cole Kmet, please.
Cole Kmet will probably be dropped.
Yeah.
But I need a tight end, so it's like fuck.
I'm getting on it. The beatboxes, bro. The beatboxes get you. Okay.
But let's go to the barn burner. The raging game. The super insane. I touched the mic again, and I know it angers you.
I don't know why you keep touching the mic.
I get anxious. I get happy.
It's right
I talk
there.
with my
Just
hands.
Don't touch it.
Wow, dude, this game sucked.
Yeah.
Justin,
you can't blame him for starting to.
Justin, me and Sean were talking earlier, and we were like, "Who was what did you say? Who's the wrong play of the week?"
Yeah. I was like, who? We were looking. I was like, who honestly had the wrong play of the week? And I couldn't really find anything.
And I said,
"Yeah, what'd you say?"
All of Justin's team.
Yeah,
that's the wrong play. Anybody on your team is the wrong play. Man, bench starters, it don't matter. Your team sucks.
DJ
but
Moore
I'll trade
sucks.
you, dude. I'll help you out. So trade me.
Justin, I'll trade you Mike Williams for Deontay Johnson. What's up?
But Shane pulls out a win with 103 points.
Should be illegal.
Against Justin.
Should be illegal. They should both get a loss.
98 points.
It should be a tie.
They should.
It should be like you have to score at least 120 or something like that. Minimum.
It's crazy. Hey, we have 2 flexes, Justin. It's okay to score over 100 points there, buddy.
I think Justin.
I'm sorry, I'm getting too sassy. It doesn't help that Swift got hurt, but I think he played the whole game still, so I don't know what that means.
I think Justin's just so mad that James Robinson is taking everything away from Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
Because Travis Etienne was drafted so high.
I agree.
And he's not done shit.
Exactly. And another thing, too, you mean he got drafted very high in real football? Or do you mean in fantasy?
Both.
I don't think he got drafted that high, actually.
He got drafted pretty high in fantasy. I mean, for what he's done. He got drafted in the fourth round.
35th, yeah.
Fourth round. That's pretty
fourth
high.
round. That's pretty high.
If you're going to draft a running back in the fourth round, you're thinking about like a flex to a second-tier running back.
Well, now he is going to be his RB2 with Swift going down.
Yeah.
So
Rip.
I will say this, hey, man, I got a couple notes on the game.
What do you got?
Where did I put this game? Oh, so Cooks, though, maintaining targets, but has nothing to show for it. I mean,
I think that was just the game script.
He's number 53. He's only averaging 9.6 points, dude. Like, okay, you can maybe say that, but look, all right. 7 catches, 12 targets. 4 catches, 10 targets. 2 catches, 7 targets. He's getting the targets.
Mm. Were they quality targets, though, from Mills?
I'm just saying.
That's the question.
Because I had I tried to trade for Cooks. And Justin, I'm going to blast you right now. You're like, it's all about the targets. And I'm like, it's about the targets if he's at least catching 50% of the balls, but he's not. He's not catching 50% of the balls.
I don't think he's getting quality balls.
Yeah, I don't think he is either.
Hey, you know what it is?
And
we talked about Mills being a decent quarterback. Maybe he's just not a decent quarterback.
Who do you take? Who would you take? Daniel Jones or Davis Mills?
Daniel Jones.
Okay.
Because he got the wheels. And I don't think Daniel Jones is afraid to throw the ball. I think Mills is a little hesitant.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so there's that. Also, Kamara, man. Is it time to trade him?
It's time to drop him.
The 54. I mean, you're not dropping Kamara, but the number 54th RB, man, only averaging 7.5 points.
He's washed.
That is.
You know what happened? The reason why he got in the fight is because the person was like, "Yo, Kamara, next year you're washed," and Kamara was like, "Fuck you," and hit him, and that's what happened. And now the guy was right.
Talk about Travis Etienne being drafted high.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara was drafted real high.
He was drafted 6th. He's averaging you 7.5 points being drafted 6th.
So at 3, I was like, man, you know what? Kamara, he's had some good years in the past. I think he could have like a revival year and like go crazy. I was like, nah, that's stupid. Justin Jefferson, come to me, baby.
And the crazy thing is Nate has scored over 200 points more than Justin.
Yeah.
Justin, I gotta say this, man. And I don't mean to keep firing at you. I only do this because I think you can take it and you'll learn and you'll be better for it. But, dude, you drafted a last-place team last year, and now you're the lowest scorer through 3 weeks this year and not looking like you're getting any better. Sean's voice just cracked because of how sad he is for you.
Are you taking this fucking league serious? Because if you're not, please let us know because we'll find someone else. I'm so pissed off. 90, how many points? 98? It doesn't even matter. Less than 100 points and we were playing 2 flexes?
In full PPR? You said full PPR was a joke and you can't even score 100 points.
What's happening?
2 flexes,
2 flexes. Full PPR. And you scored 98 points. 10 players, 98. What do you? And it's not even the fact that you scored 98. It's the fact that you scored the least almost the least.
You keep talking. I'll be right back.
Almost the least every single week. The price is not right, Justin. The price is wrong, bitch. That was a quote. I feel bad.
I got a quote for you, brother.
Oh, no. Oh, he's got the trash can. He's got the trash can.
Throw your team
Oh,
in it,
my
Justin.
God. Stop the stink. Please stop the stink. Oh, the price is wrong.
I'm glad that was a clean garbage can. I'm glad you just took out the garbage.
I took out the trash
earlier.
earlier.
Really messy.
Wow. I'm hot now. I'm sweating. Oh, I lost my voice there for a second.
But it's all right. Because you can trade and you can make your team better. You just got to become a better GM.
Yes.
And we're all offering you trades.
We're all offering trades. We made a trade. I gave you Kittle. You did shit with it. Just 98 points with 2 flexes.
Sorry I had to go off there for a second.
It's not even like a deep league. It's a 10-team league. It's a 10-team league.
I'm out of breath on that one. But sorry, we went at you hard.
Yeah.
It's because we love you.
Yeah, we love you, bud.
But be better.
Yep. Family man here.
All right, let's move on into week 4 preview.
Yep.
Unless you have any other things that you want to say.
No, I think we went too hard. Oh, but Shane, that doesn't mean no. Hold on, we didn't talk about Shane real quick. Shane, he scored 103. You think you got lucky?
Oh, yeah.
You got lucky, bud. 103 ain't winning you every week. You better fucking figure it out because you ain't winning shit.
Your team's also trash.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
You're 2-1. 103.6 versus 98.7. What is going on in this league? Oh, Shane. Just because you're out there in LA soaking up all the sun doesn't mean your team doesn't get away from getting shit talked.
Oh man. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, why the fuck is Mooney still on your bench, bro? The dude sucks too.
Bro, he's trying to trade him. He's trying to trade Mooney. Like, bro, no one's accepting Mooney as a trade. No one's going to take Mooney.
Oh,
Adam Thielen on your bench at 18.1. And he was like, yo, Sean, you want Mooney? Or you want Thielen now? I was like, what are you talking? I got Justin Jefferson. I would never start Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson.
The only people we're trading on your team for is Bateman and Kelsey, Shane. Trade them. Make your team better.
He also tried to trade Gallup too.
Well, I don't know. We'll see how Gallup does.
I think Noah Brown is taking his spot.
He could have. Who knows?
Oh, wow. What a podcast this was.
Beatbox.
The Beatbox is really beating the shit out of everybody.
I know, presented to you by Beatbox.
Beatbox. All right, let's move on to this week. Week 4. Oh, I lost my voice. You can hear it's kind of rasping now.
Oh, man.
How do I even get there? I don't even know how to do it now. Okay, here we go.
All right. Who do you want to start off with?
Let's just go right in. Herbie fully loaded versus Debo D's nuts.
Kyle versus Mike. It's a must win for Mike.
Yeah, must win. Mike, you're not Debo-ing anybody's nuts with 0-3 record. You got to figure it out. You got to make a win happen here now, quick, or else your playoff hopes are goodbye. Make it happen, please.
Yeah.
Because it would make me so happy to see Kyle lose and go 1-3, and you're also 1-3. Wow, beautiful.
That's what needs to happen. Although I would love to see a team lose every single game. I would love that.
We would never let it down. We would never let it down.
Would you? I guess this is a dumb question.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask this question, but I think it's a dumb question because I know exactly. I already know the answer.
What's the question?
I was going to say something stupid because obviously I would rather go undefeated than to see than to see a completely defeated team.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because then you can talk shit. But I was like,
who's ever going to go undefeated?
Yeah. Who's ever going to go defeated? Do you think because it's probably gonna we're gonna be in fantasy football for the rest of our lives, right? So do you think
60 years from now?
Do you think it's a better chance to see an undefeated team first or a completely defeated team first?
I think undefeated. Then defeated.
Yeah, I do because even Justin's like rotten ass team still won a game.
Yeah.
So all right, I agree.
I think it's really hard to go completely defeated.
I keep coming at you, Justin. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, Justin. We came really hard there.
We did. All right. So, I mean, Tom Brady. Does Tom Brady actually start performing?
No. It is against KC.
Kansas City. Prime
time Sunday night.
But is it going to be in Tampa, where the hurricane winds are going?
Here's the thing.
Or he's going to be in the Midwest.
Mike's not going to pay attention. The game's going to get canceled. Everyone's going to play, and Mike's not going to have a starter. Yeah. Mike's not going to have a starting quarterback. That's going to happen. But he listens to the podcast, so he's going to get someone now. So we ruined it. We ruined it. I'm sorry.
Mike's going to be up in the mountains. He's like, I didn't have service like Nate was last year when he was out on his I forget exactly what he was doing. by field trip.
You know what? And Austin Eckler against Houston, great matchup. I hope he does play. I hope he plays well because I want Mike to win. I'm probably going to bet Austin Eckler anytime touchdown because it's against Houston. I mean, I hope he scores a touchdown against Houston.
I mean,
Debo playing well, Tariq playing crazy well. Like the fact that Mike is 0-3 when Tariq scored 45?
Yeah.
Crazy. Insane.
Yeah, he scored 46 in week 2.
Hey, Mike, I don't know if you've looked at it yet, but here's a little tip. Start DK. Let's just start DK. Don't start Lockett.
I will say, though, that Lockett is averaging 14.4. DK is only averaging 11.2.
Yeah, but DK had a lot more targets last week.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Let's look at it real quick.
Actually,
did he not? I feel like
12 targets for DK.
Yeah. Oh, 11 targets. 11 targets.
For Lockett?
For start both of them.
Honestly, yeah, dude.
They're getting 11 targets. 11 for Lockett this past week. Start both of them.
I'm not saying do this because I think this is stupid, but I would say if this is what you had as options for your 2 flex spots, I would start DK and Lockett over Lockett and Jacobs.
He does have Dotson on his bench, so he has made some moves.
He has moved.
Okay, Mike, why is Damian Harris on your bench? I guess it is against Green Bay. Green Bay does have a really good defense, so I could understand that. But he's played pretty well. He is touchdown dependent, I guess. Yeah, no, he's touchdown dependent. Never mind.
All right.
I agree. Never mind. Zach Ertz, though, is a flex. I mean.
Yeah, fuck. Throw Ertz in as your flex. I don't know, dude.
I mean,
right.
11.4, 15.5.
I think it's time to make the decision. Who do you think wins the game?
That's tough.
I'm going to go. Because I think Kyle makes a trade before this week happens, I think Kyle wins the game off the trade he makes.
Hold on. So Kyle has also made some moves because he has Keenan Allen on his starting lineup. He's got Herbert on his bench against the Giants, who gave up a shit ton of yards against Dallas.
I think it's because he's just going with the highest projected players, I think, just to make his score the highest projected.
Is that he just wants to intimidate?
Yeah.
Kyle, I'm going to, this, but I would start Herbert over Dylan for sure. Right?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
You don't know? Shut the fuck up. What? Okay, we're moving on.
If Monty doesn't play, then yes. But if Monty plays, then no.
I'm gonna go back. We haven't done this, but we need to figure out whose records. I think we all agreed though. But who, you know what I mean? Because we all decide each week who wins and who doesn't win.
Yeah.
So we need to go back and look through. I'll go back and look through.
All right, I'm going with Kyle. I think he'll make the right moves, and I don't think Mike will.
I think, Miami, Cincinnati, Thursday night. I think Trey Hill goes crazy. So I'm going Eckler against Houston, wild. Zeke versus Washington. Zeke, I don't know. Josh Jacobs, get him out of there. But I think I'm going Mike. I'll go on Mike. There's no way we're going 0-4 Mike. If we go 0-4, because I'm saying we're together here. If you want some lineup adjustments here, I'll tell you. I'll help you out.
That's cheating. That's collusion.
That's not
that
collusion.
That is absolutely collusion, and I'll fucking I'll call bullshit every single time.
We just told him to not start Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, but you're saying text me, bro.
Okay,
that's way different.
Don't text me, okay? But if you happen to slide something my way, I won't have
the only way that I'll allow this is if you tweet hey man, I'm looking between 3 players, I need to start 2, and you tweet that towards Sean.
No, don't tweet it towards me. Tweet it towards tweet it at the man.
Who?
Why can't I think of his name? Left ESPN. What's his name?
Field or not Field Yates. Matthew Berry.
Yeah, tweet the man. Who do I start this week? And maybe I'll slide in. I'm
You'll reply 4. You like put like on like a Matthew Berry mask, and you're just like, "Hey, Mike, I think you should go with." That would actually be
if they
really
have
funny.
Matthew Berry masks, that's kind of scary, honestly. But I wouldn't doubt it. I feel like they would.
All right.
The god, the man, the legend of fantasy, Matthew Berry.
All right.
I'm going Mike.
This might be another blood. I'm going Kyle, but this might be another bloodbath. I'll let you look at the game.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. The price is still wrong. It was never right. Oh no.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Top score versus low score.
Can we just
this could be bad.
Nate,
this could be bad.
Nate, can we just equal it out for a minute, please? Like, can we just give your choice? Either Allen, just this week, either Allen or Lamar. Give Justin one of the two. One of the two.
You got
your choice. Just even it out a little bit, because oh my gosh.
Or actually, Nate,
Tua,
you
if
can't.
Tua doesn't play, who is he starting? I don't think Tua's gonna play.
Dude, Carson Wentz against Dallas's D. That's tough. But hey,
I don't know. I'm scared.
Nate, just don't start one of your flexes, dude. Have a little compassion. Have a little bit of just have one of them blank for the week.
You know what? No. Don't start your defense.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't start your defense.
That's fair.
Don't start your kicker either.
There's not much to say about this game. Justin needs to make moves. I think that Nate can make a move off of one of his QBs. He has the top 2. I think we could.
ETN is in the lineup.
He's in the lineup because he has to be, man.
Ayuk is in the lineup.
I don't know about Ayuk.
Over DJ Moore, absolutely.
I mean, Ayuk hasn't had like the craziest numbers, like 6.7, 11.3, 12.9. But you know what? Justin's all about them targets.
Honestly,
3, 8, 8.
Do you start Kittle or do you start Higbee? Because Higbee is a target machine.
I think I would start Higbee, dude. Honestly, I really do.
He's got 24 targets.
The only reason why I wouldn't start, and they're both Monday night, I would start. He
only got 4 targets last week though. That's kind of iffy. But he still got 10 points.
No, this is what I would do if I'm Justin right now.
Right. They're both Monday night.
I start Kittle and Higbee. They're both Monday night. It's the Monday night game. It's Rams versus 49ers.
True.
I think I start Kittle and Higbee, and I bench Ayuk, and I move Cooks up into my WR2 spot. I think that's what I do.
All right. Bold prediction here, Justin. Christian Kirk against Philadelphia. Scary. You know, I might start Zay Jones then, because Christian Kirk is going to be against Slay. So,
or actually, just move Christian Kirk up into your WR2 spot.
Yeah, but do you start him against Slay?
Yeah, I mean, you got to, man.
The past 2 weeks, Slay has been slaying.
He has been, but he's the 6th wide receiver, bro. You got to start the 6th wide receiver.
I'm just saying, you got to make some moves right now. You got to think outside the box.
Give me Kirk, dude.
Okay,
I'll give you Gabe Davis and Akers.
Anyway,
maybe.
Let's move on to this game because this is making me want to get sick here. Okay.
We got the trash can right there.
We do. Thank God. Stop the stink.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Gritty. Or no, so we're both picking Nate, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone picks Justin, that's like the biggest. It's like this is what I'll say. The last thing, this is like the Jags versus the Colts last year, where the Colts were like favored by 1,000. It was like minus 1,000, and the Colts lost. But I don't think Nate's losing. So, anyway, gritty, bang, bang versus the Pits of Hell. 2-1 versus 2-1. It's gonna be a good matchup. I'm really excited. I haven't done anything on my team yet, as far as who I'm gonna start.
Do you stay with Kirk Cousins against New Orleans?
Yeah, okay. 8 a.m. baby. 8 a.m. Yeah, you gotta. Because if Kirk Cousins gets like 30
points. Are we
points,
waking up and having eggs Benedict?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Wait, do you guys want some,
maybe some burritos or
some burritos?
B&Gs? Oh, I don't know. We'll figure that out.
I'm not a biscuit and gravies guy. I'm not going to lie.
That's fucking weird. But all right.
Thanks.
So.
I like meat.
I mean, Cameron's also got Dalvin Cook But he's hurt, so who knows if he plays yet.
Yeah, but he's gonna get Madison. He's first on the waivers.
Oh yeah,
it's terrible, terrible. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you'll see. Oh, it'll be a good matchup. I'm excited for it. All right, hey, dude, your cat is going wild back there on the garbage bag.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just let it happen. I'm not worried about it.
All right, so
it's not. It's a bag full of clothes. I don't know what he's doing. I'll get it. I'll get him in a minute. Anyway, continue on.
All right.
I don't know who I'm going to start yet. I haven't looked at it. Probably going to start. I'm probably going to start Zay Jones against Philadelphia. Just because Slay's going to be on Kirk.
Yeah.
And Zay Jones has gotten the second most targets.
Okay.
Yeah. Patterson probably 2 against Cleveland with no Myles Garrett.
All right. I think I know who I.
Where's Myles Garrett playing?
You know who I think wins this game?
I don't think he is.
I know. I think I already got my idea.
You're gonna pick Cameron.
No, I think I'm gonna pick you.
Oh, really? You pick me?
I actually am. I actually wanted to be like, I'm gonna pick you, and then make you think I was gonna pick you, and then be like, no, I'm picking Cameron. But I actually am picking you. I actually am picking you.
Okay, you know who I pick?
Cameron.
I'm picking Cameron because I'm playing his own game. I'm playing your game, Cameron. I'm gonna pick that I lose.
So you win.
So I win. So you, Cameron, you winning.
Oh, the reverse
wink,
psychology.
Wink.
All right. Let's move into the Ring of Power versus the Belt.
Oh,
Shane
God.
versus Steve.
Steve, you also scored like 100 points last week. This is gonna be like 105 to 106. Whoop-de fucking do. Let's move on.
I mean, there's some good matchups.
Some good matchups. Okay,
Pat Mahomes Sunday night always performs in prime time
against Tampa Bay, the best defense in the league.
That's true.
The best defense.
That's true.
They're 2-1, and they've let up like 30 points total in 3 games.
Yeah,
not even.
You're right. So who do you think wins?
23 points.
Pick your winner. Pick my
winner right now.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor against Tennessee. Colts versus Tennessee. Colts usually play really well against Tennessee. So I like that. I thought I said T. Higgins. Cameron had T. Higgins, not Shane. I'm sorry about earlier. That's a fix earlier. T. Higgins is on Shane's team from earlier. Curtis Samuel against Dallas. I like that. Because Diggs is going to be on McLaurin. He's not going to be on Samuel. He should be on Samuel, but he's going to be on McLaurin. So, and even though Diggs gives up like 100+ yards, but still gets a game-winning interception, I'm going with.
Dun 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 dun. You take the longest to pick.
If Higgins plays, here's the key. If Higgins plays, I'm going Shane. If he doesn't play, I'm going Steve.
Bring out the belt, baby.
And that's Thursday night. That's big because Steve's got Joe Mixon.
I'm going the belt. I'm going Steven Heskett and a redeemer. I think he pulls off. I just like his team. I think he's had a couple bad weeks. I wouldn't say I like his team. I think it's an okay team.
I could see Mahomes only scoring like 20 points again.
Is that a shot bet?
Plus or minus. We'll say plus or minus 21.
Oh, over that. I'm taking over that. Shot bet. You heard it here.
21.
All right.
You want to do 21 and a half?
So 22?
21 and a half. Plus or minus 21 and a half.
That's fine. 22. I'll take 22 plus.
22?
22 plus.
Okay. Against the best defense in the league. All right.
Fucking Rodgers had 24.
Okay. I'm not scared.
All right. Easy.
You got lucky. He has 24. He had
easy bet.
He got 1 lucky touchdown. I'll give him that.
All right. And
so we're going. I'm
going the belt.
I'm going the Ring of Power.
All right. Okay. So we have 2 different so far, and then me versus Alex is the last game to preview.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
You think you got it?
I do. I like the matchups. I like Thursday night Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Also Thursday night Jalen Waddle.
True.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we gotta end this quick.
I'm sorry.
We're going off the rails here.
We are.
All right. I'm picking you. You know why? Because I don't think Devontae Smith scores 30 points again, so therefore he loses. Because he's gonna need a 30-pointer for somebody. But then though, Pittman against Tennessee, that's a scary matchup for you. I think Pittman can go for 40.
Good.
I think he could put a 40 burger up on you.
I don't think he ever has before, but
Pittman?
yeah, I don't think he's ever put up a 40 burger.
He's got 30 already this year.
All right.
28. Damn, I thought it was 30.
I think. All right. I think that. Do you have any last words?
Are you gonna start?
Oh, who is the game of the week?
Game of the week? Oh, we already said it's Herbie Fully Loaded versus Debo D Nuts because if Mike loses, he's out of the playoffs. 0-4. Sure. You're not making the playoffs going 0-4, Mike.
Sure.
That means you gotta fucking pretty much win out, and you ain't doing that.
You ain't doing it.
You ain't going 8-6.
You ain't doing it. All right.
You ain't going 7-7. The best I'll give you if you go 0-4 is 6-8, and that's the best.
Hey, Alex won the championship.
He was 6-7.
Oh yeah, I forgot the extra.
6-8. That's
game.
hard.
Yeah, you're right.
It's hard to make. You made the playoffs at 6-8, didn't you?
No,
or no? Steve was 7-7. He's the last playoff spot. Yeah. So, Mike, you gotta win, bud. You gotta win. The last little bit of the beatboxes are going down the hatch. The blue raspberry, the best flavor. Love it.
Hey, let's go Smoking Joe, baby.
Mike, I hope you win. Justin, I'm sorry we are so hard. Shane, I'm sorry we are also so hard, but a little bit less because you can take it. I know you can.
Do shit in a box. He can take it.
In a box. We didn't really give any shit talk to Steve, but Steve, you also scored 100 points. That's really pitiful.
It's because I know in coming weeks that we'll have plenty of time to shit talk Steve because his team sucks. Yeah. I said I just like his team. I contradicted myself just now. I only said I like his team because I picked his team.
You don't like his team because
I like his team
Shane.
This week. I like
he's playing Shane.
Yeah, I like his team this week.
That's the only reason why, because he's playing Shane.
Yeah, exactly. I like his team this week. I don't like his team in general. Right. All right.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good fantasy weekend. Play some bets, win some money, and we will see you back next week.
See ya.